Back at Hogan Track this morning. Going to go down it again and turn right onto the Watties Gully Track. See what we have down there. It's about 3 degrees. Beautiful blue sky. Sun should be up soon. Yeah, it should be nice. Really is a lovely morning out here. Not a breath of wind. Yeah, it's 3 degrees, maybe 4 now. It's supposed to be a top of 17. Should be nice. Got some new gaiters on, trying them out. Got to admit, they do keep your legs warm. So here's Watties Track. That's where we're going to go down. It's only a kilometre from the start of the track anyway. It's not a big walk to here. So off we go. See what we can find. I've been to the other end of this track on the Lerderderg track where I did Spanish Onion. So I'm not sure whether I'll go down. I have seen the bottom. Might just stand on top of the hill and have a look, come back. There's a couple of tracks I wouldn't mind exploring along here that aren't on the map, so I think I might have a go. Hopefully today, because it's so clear everywhere around here, we get a couple of views to have a look at. Little bit of a hill there. Oh. Off we go. Over that way, I think, is Hogan Track, where we went down the Watties Gully Track a couple of weeks ago. Don't expect to see too many views like this over here, because it actually curls back into the park rather than going to the river. So we'll see what happens with that. Looks like we've got another small peak to get up on a few hundred metres. This is only a 9-kilometre return walk, so it's not that long. So there's an old track. And there's a track. There was an old signpost there, or there still is, but nothing's on it. Someone's probably souvenired the name somewhere. And it shows nothing on the map at all. It goes down here. But there's obviously a track that goes down there. See how we're doing for time later. Might have a look, might not. Big old tree falling over. One thing I've noticed around here, the bush is very thick in some spots. Almost to the point where you wouldn't even be able to get through it if you had to. There's a little bit of ladder fuel around, so when fires come around, they'll easily be able to get up into the treetops, I'd reckon. Although it's not dry yet out here. Leaf litter is still soaked, but geez, that won't take long to dry up. You can see how thick it is. And the smaller bushes are going up into the medium trees, and the medium trees would take it up into the canopy. But I reckon by the time it got up here, it would already be up that high anyway, and roaring through like crazy. Sure isn't a place you'd want to be on a high fire danger day. We're down at the point where we go down to the gully. People have left a little bit of rubbish here. Looks like a roller door off a four-wheel drive, an old table, an old chair. Can't help themselves. Just ruin it for everyone else. May as well go down here and have a bit of a look. Go a little bit of the way. It looks pretty steep. Well, not looks, it is. Holy cow. Steep, all right. think I might pop through the bush a bit perhaps. See, I mean, this is a bit easier than that track. Well, definitely no one's driven down this for a long time. Not having any slipping issues. I was wondering how the straps on the bottom of the gaiters would go with the tread on these runners, but so far they haven't caused an issue. Rightio. May as well walk down the gully a little bit. It's really, I'm not that tired. I haven't done any real work. The only bit of work that I'm going to be doing is getting back up that hill, which is pretty full on. Really rocky. Was an old track, I guess, and it's been washed away. There's just rocks everywhere. Had one slip, no big deal. Leant back, hand on the ground. It's pretty steep. Now we'll just walk along here a bit. It possibly goes to where I was the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Yep, this is where I was when I did Spanish onion and Watties. There's the big square boulder. And the other side of Watties Gully Track over there. And the slippery logs just up the road. Fair enough. Well, I reckon I'll have something to eat at the top of the track. Now with all these big bugger trees everywhere ready to drop on you, if you're going to get stuck down here and have to stay overnight, sleeping underneath this I reckon would be a good move. Set your gear up right underneath this massive old tree and at least you got a little bit more protection. Alrighty, get myself ready to go back up that mongrel. There's always one. So up we go. The gully down here is actually called Clearwater Gully, but Watties Track, well, Watties Gully Track comes here, so I don't know why that's a thing, but that's what they called it. There's a little bit of rubbish down here. Looks like someone threw away their old plastering stuff. How on earth they must have been here 10-15 years ago. There's no way known anyone went down this track. So still a nice little spot. Not somewhere you'd probably camp overnight, but nice to see. Steep hills each side and a lovely little gully. Well, up we go. See at the top. Well, I just got back up the top from coming up that hill. Wow, that was steep. If you got trekking poles, you want to use it there. And it's probably an easy 4 going down and coming back up. But might head back and see where that little track marker heads to. See what that track's up to down there. Should be kind of interesting to find out, I guess, if it goes anywhere at all. Back at the little junction in the track where the unnamed track goes off of Watties Track, so best we have a little walk. Not that late, 8:45 I guess. Oh, everything's prickly. Somehow I don't think they're very happy I'm here. Wherever here is, it's not on the map. It's got no name. But I think this is the start of Clearwater Gully. Fair bit of water here. It's something you don't see every day unless you come down a old track. Oh, don't slip, don't slip. Very nice. Another look at the area down the end of an unnamed track that hasn't been used as a management track for easily 20 years with the amount of overgrowth on it. But it's a really nice little area to come down and have a... you could probably have a little camp here. It's not too flat and it's not too steep. It's pretty good. A few big trees around, but there's a lot of little ones mixed in between them. And I'd say it's the start of Clearwater Gully. So well worth a little trip down the unmarked track. The new gaiters I've got, oh, they helped a lot. It's really prickly on the way down. So I'll probably, if you've got them, use them. I'm glad I've got them today. Make our way back up and onto the main track again. There's another pole, I reckon 500 metres back down towards the gully on the main track, but I couldn't see anything coming off it, so I didn't even bother going down. Probably something like this as well that they haven't used for 20 odd years. Oh, here we are coming out of that unnamed track. Unnamed, unmaintained. Easy walking, it's just really well overgrown. And I have to say, that was well worth going down. Really was. Really was. Anyway, wonder what we should call it. Don't know. We'll think of something. Well, back to the car we go. Most of the walk is just this management vehicle track. Really easy. Not really any hills on this one. Well, there is, but nothing will test you too much, except for when you try to get down into Clearwater Gully right down the end. That track is diabolical. Washed out, rocky, steep. Unless you're really confident, I wouldn't bother going down it. But it's good for an adventure. Once you get down to the bottom here, you turn left, go along the little gully for a bit, turn up onto Watties Gully Track again, and you'll end up on Lerderderg Track near Spanish Onion. Depending on how energetic you are, I suppose you could do a loop, go back out onto O'Brien's Road, hang a right, and come back around to here. Just depends what you want to do, I guess. Well worth a walk down here anyway. Especially down that little track that we just went off. Really worth it. Anyway, catch you later. That's the main track. We just come out of that one. Right there. That was a good walk. That was really good. Well worth the effort. Even if you just go down to that little offshoot track and bush bash a little bit. It's probably worth getting to the end and just having a nice little rest, something to eat, something to drink. Anyway, that's it for me. I think I said it before, but I've only got, I guess, 1 and a bit k's to the car, and then on to the next. Not sure what it's going to be yet. And this is 11, I think maybe 12 tracks since April. So anyway, we've got about a kilometre and a half back to the car, I think. I'm not going to go down that little link track. Couldn't be bothered. It's about 11:15. So hope you found it enjoyable. It was good to find that little track that was there. No name. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. Here's another track, only 500 metres from the car really. No idea where it goes. Not going to do it today. Might do it another day. And that bugger's not on the map either. Oh, looks like I'll have to come and have a look at this one too.